Every Warframe in one sentence? Let's give it a shot. He and that pancake booty of his are too damn good to be a starter frame. She might as well change her name to Bear Grylls because there's gonna be a whole lot of camping going on. Amongst other things, he has a shield that can absorb any amount of damage, and everyone is still wondering why I call him a witch. They can hate all they like, but let's face it, he is one of the few frames whose abilities actually scale appropriately in game. I think our girl is finally safe because I couldn't possibly imagine how they'd nerf her next. Those are unproportionately small hands for such an oversized godpiece. I know that everybody wanted Equinox to be a transgendered frame, but I think you forget that Ember was originally male. Remember, true ninjas don't cry over reworks. With Confusion, Mind Control, and Absorb, I don't think she actually ever has to fight anything. Who knew that covering everything in white stuff could prove to be such an effective defensive tool? She's got one of the most powerful debuffs in game, yet so many people tend to remain silent about how amazing she actually is. Well, I told you that she was endgame feasible, but the chimps were too busy smacking their heads on the table trying to figure out how to recreate old miasma. Okay, does anyone think that him and Hydroid are like an old gay couple that wears Hawaiian shirts and goes on cruises, or is that just a me thing? This girl is the sole reason we are not allowed to make our own Warframes. For someone whose prime looks like their guts are falling out, you are one tanky ass motherfucker. Nothing feels better when you're having a bad day than punching someone's face in, especially with the big pair of energy claws and Megan screaming bloody murder in the background. I get that everybody wants to be the best at something, but doesn't being kinda good at everything count for anything? Flightless birds are scary as all hell, so rework or not, she is gonna be just fine. The master of moist and slippery appendages is quite good at making things wet, but apparently not too much else. Yes, I get that Eclipse and Hall of Mirrors make for great weapon synergy, but there is no reason to keep telling me about it for every single weapon release. Basically, he's got 3 tricks that do almost the exact same thing, yet he still manages to get away with calling himself a space wizard. Listen, this girl needs her own infomercial because she tanks, crowd controls, and performs well at both ranged and melee, all for the low price of 1 Warframe slot. Arguably the tankiest Warframe in game, and he looks even better when he takes his top off. Just because she doesn't always look feminine doesn't make her any less of a woman. So the question is, does he not have a neck, or is his neck so ripped that it's taken over the back of his head? Just goes to show, Asians are more than capable of packing a large rod. One of the best solo frames in game, coupled with one of the worst postures in game. He's fast, absolutely flaming, and likes to spear things. What more is there to say? They basically said, let's take the lamest horror movie monster and turn him into one of the most interesting high-end tanks. And it worked. I don't know if it's because she brings Arcwing into standard missions, or the fact that she is the fairy queen of fashion frame, but she just makes me say shit like, yes bitch, slay queen, slay! Okay, I apologize for that last one, as well as the fact that I am sure that some of those counted as run-on sentences. However, some Warframes need a little bit more mouth time than others. Now, I'm totally curious to see how you guys do on this, so leave me your best one-liners in the comments, and see if you can manage to do every single one of them too, because I definitely had trouble with a few of them. Regardless, don't forget to do all the things that I ask you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.